Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar, and this is a very impromptu what a day post because I said to myself, I'm not gonna say nothing to y'all. I ain't gonna, bother y'all and vent and all that until I'm done with my work week. This week is gonna be ignorant because they already got me where it's mandatory for me to come in on Monday. And I don't know why they always skip my 6th day and then say, oh, it's mandatory for you to come on your 7th day of work. And then that's you working straight time. And I'm like, what we not finna do is that. Y'all have several people who y'all have assigned to come into work. Therefore, I'm going to get 4 hours. Like, I'm volunteering for 4. I already volunteered for 4. I'm going to harass someone tomorrow that I know is going to be there and get them to put me on there as volunteering to work 4 hours on Sunday morning, and also to switch me with somebody else so that on Saturday I'm not inconvenienced, because unless they've already changed it, they had it where I got to work in the most hated department, and they've been doing, when I tell y'all, okay, so in the new department and the most hated department share one specific radio channel, and I'm just like, all these channels, and for some reason we can't have different ones, but go off though, whatever. They be doing too much, and I overhear them, and when I tell y'all, it just gives me anxiety just hearing what they be having to go through, and I ain't even over there, and I'm like, nah, I'm tired. I know somebody that wants to be over there, so I'm gonna try to catch, well, what I'm gonna try to do is, since I'm not gonna be able to catch them when they come in, is that I am going to for sure get this person to switch us out, because why would I lie? Like, I'm gonna go to them and be like, hey, this person would rather be over there, and since I'm not gonna be in the new department where I want to be, I want to be in my current home department, which is where he is. That's his home department as well, but he hates being over there. So since he loved the new department, since he loves the most hated department, go ahead and throw him over there. Go ahead and put it on the schedule so it's official that he's over there. So I ain't gotta hope that he hasn't already switched with somebody else by the time I get to work. Y'all, I'm staying bundled up because I'm about to go inside of this store. I promised this man who helped me in the middle of last month with something, I promised I was gonna bring him some goodies or whatever. And so he was like, well, people used to bring me goodies all the time, but they don't no more. I think he's single, old and lonely and all that stuff. So he was like, well, if you don't, it's okay. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna do it. So I can't go into the specifics, but anyway, I'm finally getting around to it right now. They open in like 5 minutes, so again, this ain't gonna be that long of a video anyway. But yeah, I am here so that I can take these things to him. I got the stuff sitting next to me. Hopefully he's appreciative. Hopefully these are things that he actually likes. He just told me he doesn't want, anything hot, spicy, and all that stuff or whatever. So, people just, I guess, tend to bring stuff to him to just be nice. They used to in the past, but they don't anymore. So I was like, oh, I'll bring him some things. Wasn't sure if he was gonna like anything sweet, so I didn't get anything sweet, but he specifically said something about some chips, and I'm like, me? The person who, my weakness is chips? Oh yeah, I can go get you some chips, honey. So I went and got him some chips and things or whatever. I got him some chips and some popcorn. I just got him some snacks. I got him one healthy thing. I'm not sure if he's gonna like it, but if he said he doesn't eat it, I'll just take it back with me and eat it tomorrow. But anyway, now that I got that out of the way, let me tell y'all about what happened at work today, because that's the reason why I'm coming on here instead of waiting, because I wasn't even expecting this to happen. So I'm at work. I already told y'all that today they had it where myself, the side heifer, and her cousin, who is my partner, until they end up officially switching everything, so that she will be working with him and I'll be with this other guy who I'm cool with and all the other stuff in the new department, whatever, right? So the 3 of us are back there in the new department. I already knew this was gonna happen. It is what it is. So get back there, and I don't know why, but all hell breaking loose. Been breaking loose since before we got there on the prior shift. I was briefed on what had happened and what to look out for. I said, all righty then, I got you. Went on about my business. So I claimed the area that I was going to be running, working in, and all that. And either her or her cousin was going to end up being the breaker. I don't care who was going to do it. They was going to do it. I don't care. So I started to get the feeling at one point in time that she went up to the front to go look at the schedule to see if my name was up there as the breaker. But this is what people have to understand. When it comes to being back there, as of right now, because they have 3 of us, whenever I'm scheduled to be back there and I work back there, they always take whoever name was on the bottom off and put my name there if my name wasn't already there. They don't move it up. So my name is always consistently in the breaker spot. At one point in time, when I was consecutively, like day after day, working in the new department, they had my name right there where it says breaker. No, baby, I don't want to be the breaker every day. I don't want to be the breaker every day. And like, I think they had just gotten to a point where not necessarily they got lazy, but it was just like, it's easier to just remove that person's name and put whoever's, whoever they feel like need to be back there, right? So I was just like, please don't let this heifer be the went up there, because she do that. I told y'all one day I came in early and we had to work together for 4 hours, and she did the most because the schedule said I come in behind this person and she come in behind this other person. And for me, because I had already dealt with the other side the day prior or whatever, I just was like, I'll just go over there. I was talking to this person who actually, coincidentally, now he works in the new department. He briefed me, told me how everything was going, whatever. So then instead of her just saying, oh, well, it's just 4 hours, it's like she trying to play by the book because she see what's going on. All hell breaking loose down there where the other person at, and she got up there late. I got up there early so they could brief me, and I already knew what it was going to be hitting for because I had been the breaker. So I'm like, I'm not finna kill myself. So she did the most that day, and then she stayed down there where I was, and I was like, well, I don't care what's going on. It is what it is. I think I told y'all about it. And then because I came in early, the so-called divorced man ended up coming upstairs trying to figure out why all hell breaking loose on the side that nobody is manning. Nobody's manning that side, because in my mind, I was like, I don't know what she doing. I came up here before her and I claimed the area I was going to be in. Normally, that's what most of us do. But when she want to be petty, she will act as if, oh, so the schedule said that I'm coming in behind this person, so I'm going to go do this. And I'm just like, it's just for 4 hours, heifer. Like, just stop. Anyway, because, child, I was like, girl, when I tell y'all she be doing the least, I be like, girl, bye. So, I think, is he open now? Let me see. It just opened 5 minutes ago. But when I'm done with this, that's when I'm going to go in there. Oh, my alarm going to go off while I'm talking to y'all. Oh, gosh. Anyway, let me see if I can pause it. Turn it off. Y'all excuse me. Sorry about that. Because it was going to be, y'all going to be like, girl, what is going on? And it wasn't going to be like the normal sound. This is the default sound that came on the phone. I don't know why. But anyway, so I figured that she was probably going up there to look to see if it was going to be the same situation. I was just like, Lord, please. I just started praying. And like her energy is so awful. Everything about her, it just comes off as evilness to me, to a degree where when she's in a room or when she enters a room, the energy shifts in a negative way. So there is something wrong with you. You are evil. Even though you sit up there and you try to make it seem like, oh, let me go stand up in this person's face and make it seem like I'm pleasant. Like, because today they had one of the people over there that's going to have to learn our job, because like I just said, there are 3 of us right now that do my job that are back there. One of us is the breaker, whatever, right? But they're going to eliminate a person, so there are 2 of us and one of them that has to come and break us out and help us from time to time or whatever. But they're mainly there to break us out and to do some of the paperwork that the breaker normally does and other little tasks or whatever, right? So she was over there trying to learn, the different things, the different functions and things you got to learn on the, computer and all this other stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I learn stuff every day. I learn stuff every week. Let me put it like that. When I'm back there, because random stuff pops off. So she's back there learning and training, and I think that because she was over there, she tried to test my gangster as it pertained to my name possibly being down there in the spot where it says Breaker. Because like I just explained to y'all, every single time I'm back there, if I go look at their schedules, my name is in the spot for Breaker. And I'm like, I'm not finna be the Breaker every single day. That's what it's not finna be. I'm not finna be the Breaker at all if I can help it. So, but yeah, she's that type of person. She would try to be petty. But for some reason, I don't know why, the cousin, he got in the other spot. So I was like, wonder what that's about. I don't know. Okay, whatever. So, y'all, I don't know what, y'all, it was too much going on back there as it was when we first got back there. I had to ask him to basically play like a maintenance man and help me do some stuff because random stuff was popping off on my side that he normally can fix. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it did the most all day. Anyway, it was just a disaster all day. No matter what you did, it ain't had nothing to do with you. It had something to do with everything but you. That was going on. So it was just terrible back there. It was just one of those days where it was terrible. So I'm minding my business and I'm off to myself, and you know, I'm manning my area. And the guy that I told y'all about who went up front to, you know, speak on my behalf, that actually already works back there, he rolled up on me and was like, hey, how you doing? He said something that normally would make me laugh or whatever. And I kind of tried to fake smile, and I don't even think I could really even like curl up the sides of my mouth. Like, that's how sad I was. That's how annoyed I was by her even being back there, because she tried something. She kind of tried something before he came over there too. So that was another thing that was still lingering. And I'm just like, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. This is unnecessary pettiness. I come here to work and get a check and go home. She over here worried about me. Well, I don't care about her existence. There are real life situations going on, but you worry about me when I don't care nothing about that dusty married man that you're screwing. I don't care about him. I don't want nothing to do with him. He can't do nothing for me. But you hate me because you know that he lived for me. What they got to do with me? That's one-sided. Child. So anyway, then, you know, in my mind, I'm, you know, it's been quite some time since everything happened with my mom. Is this him pulling up? Yeah, this him pulling up. So he late. That's fine. But it's his store. It's a very professional store, but it's his store. He just pulling up. So he is 9 minutes late. I ain't mad at it because I had to come get something from him at the beginning, well, the middle of last month. Anyway, y'all, so yeah, the guy came up to me, he just started talking, and then like I thought he was gonna walk off because I just kind of wanted him to just walk away. Like, when I'm feeling some type of way, I don't want to talk. I don't want to deal. I just want to deal with it in my own way, which is just being off to myself and just trying to let it pass. Essentially, I'm bottling it up and just trying to put it off to the side until at some point in time I'll be alone, for real alone, and I can release. So then, like, this man he was like, are you sure you're okay? Because he had asked me, was I okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Which I was, you know, bold-faced lying. And he was like, something's telling me that you're not okay. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm all right. You know, everything will be all right at someday or whatever, right? You know, I kind of said that, and I kind of said it, like, kind of low. And yet again, he picked up on what I was putting down. He picked up what I was putting down. He picked up on my behavior, my mannerisms. He just picked up on the fact that I was not being myself. Normally, I'm really, really bubbly and happy and I'm not trying to cry out. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Normally I make everybody else's day. People like really will like stop on their way to break or spend part of their break just standing and talking to me. And it's like essentially like even if people who are above us are seeing it happen, it's like you can't tell them what they can do on their break. But they live for me, and they'll come and talk to me, and they'll ask around about me. Like, oh, I asked these people, I hadn't seen you, da 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 da. And I'm like, I finally got my days off. That's why, and whatever. People really be asking about me when they don't see me. People really live for me, and it's like I don't feel like I'm doing nothing out the way. I'm literally being myself. So this man talking to me, and he was just like, I don't know what it is, but you don't seem like yourself, and I just want to let you know that whatever you're going through, that, it will get better. And, he gave me so many words of encouragement. When I tell you every single thing he said to me, I needed in that moment. And then I'm saying to myself, I'm a thug, man. He need to stop because I'm about to cry. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all the tears were not falling, it took everything in me to keep the tears from falling. And then he proceeded to say, you know what? It's all right. Like it's like he spoke to himself and was like, well, never mind, I'm gonna do it anyway. And he like hugged me and like he held me tight. And I told him as I was hugging him back, I said, you don't know how much I really actually needed this. So, he was just hoping, in all honesty, even though he felt compelled to hug me, he didn't know if it was gonna be something that was like, this is crossing boundaries for me. Like literally thinking like, I hope this isn't crossing boundaries. He's never crossed any boundaries with me or whatever. Because I know, like I've told y'all before, I have friends who don't like hugs. But since I've been in their life, it's got to the point now they will initiate hugging me before I have to like roll up. Like it's like I'll force it on them. Like, you gonna get this hug. So y'all, I just was going through, I was just kind of trying to hold everything in, and he was just like, he kind of apologized afterwards. He was just, I just felt like I needed to do that. And I was like, you ain't got to apologize. I really, really needed that. I actually really love hugs. He said, oh, I love hugs too. And he just kept reassuring me that if I ever needed anything, that, I could just, never hesitate to just let him know so we can talk or whatever need to happen or whatever, right? So I was like, okay. Y'all, he finally walked away, and I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. I was like, finally. So then, like, a couple of tears, fell. And so I'm like, kind of shielding myself in a way so that nobody can see me, right? And so I'm like, let me, I don't want nobody to see me. So I'm over here, my shirt, and I'm like walking away, wiping my eyes and all of that. And y'all, I'm sorry. I don't like really making eye contact when I'm crying and stuff. I'm not even trying to cry. I can't help it. But it's just the fact that people who really like me like that, they see the hard work that I put in. They see that I was going above and beyond before now, because I was I was doing the most before, but they see that I go above and beyond, and I'm still getting passed over for jobs. And this is the same person who told me about how he and his wife have been doing in vitro and all this stuff, trying to get pregnant. And he's been telling me how it hasn't been working out, and it's been really sad. When he's been sad, I've been trying to cheer him up and all this other stuff. Like, I mean, like, we've been there for one another, or it's just mainly been like really good vibes. He's telling me about his hobbies and all this stuff, like awesome vibes. And I just like, I really needed that. Like, I literally just went on my break earlier. My lunch break, I think. It was my lunch break on my first break. And so I looked at my messages, and it said that it had been 3 weeks since the last time that I spoke to my, I guess, former friend. The person that lives here in this city, that's not from here either, who is essentially coming back to this job. And it's like, I can't keep overextending myself for people, but it still hurts, because when I'm a friend to somebody, I'm really your friend. Like, I go up for you. Now, if you're wrong, it's two left shoes, I'm going to tell you about yourself. But I live for my friends. So, it's really hard for me to still try to process the fact that we don't speak, and stuff like that. Like, she hasn't unfriended me, hasn't unfollowed me, none of that stuff. So I don't know if she sees anything that I put out there. I know she doesn't watch my stories and stuff anymore, but you know, it's just really hard to just be here in this city. And I've been going through, you know, these mental gymnastics lately, and I haven't had anybody to talk to that's here. Like I told y'all before, I could have literally been at her place and have been talking to her and venting to her and having my one-on-one time with her. And stuff like that actually used to help me in the past when I had other people that I was friends with, for us to be able to just, you know, kind of keep our heads above water. So it's been very sad when it comes to that. But anyway, yeah. And then like multiple people kept coming up to me, and it's like they sensed that I was off, and they just kept coming up to me and saying stuff and doing stuff for me. It was just, when I tell y'all, when I really, really, really needed it, like today, I really needed it, they came through, and I'm very appreciative for that. So my friend that I told y'all about the other day, the guy who's like T-Pain, tell me why he rolled up on me today and was like, hey, so, and this, keep in mind, this is how random he is, and that's why I think he and I get along for reasons like this. So we walking, he see me, we about to pass each other, so he, you know, I can see he gearing up to say something. So I'm like, all right, let me take my little music. I'm like, let me see what he finna say. I don't know if he finna tell a joke. I don't know if he finna ask me something. I don't know. He is so random. So he was like, so yeah, so I don't like Tamar Braxton like that, but she did a remake to, did he say SWV, an SWV song, and it's pretty dope. You should check it out if you haven't heard it. I said, oh, okay. I'm gonna have to do that, which I actually am gonna have to do, because I don't know how they get that notification. I be knowing, I love Tamar Braxton's voice or whatever. Like, she sings down. Like, she's a mess in real life. But yeah, I love her voice. So, and then he done went on about his bit. Like, I'm just like, see, like, and then we spoke earlier. And then we kept speaking throughout the day. Like, it's just stuff like that be helping me get through, because today has been a day. Y'all, I'm sorry. Like, when that situation happened, like, I had to calm myself down. And tell me why, coincidentally, my friend that I used to work with, he sent me a message. He was like, did you know that if you breathe, control your breathing or something, he said, it'll help you calm down faster or something he said. Well, I guess when you're crying or something, y'all, I can't remember what it is. If I think about it, I will put exactly what he said as a screenshot in this part of the video. But I told him, coincidentally, like, I actually did know that. It was funny he said that. I really did know that, and I only knew because I had been in the middle of some situations where I could not breathe, and the only way I could calm down was to, like, I had to control my breathing in order to breathe, and then it helped me to stop crying. So yeah, it helped me to get and push through my emotions. I didn't want this to be this long, but it's okay. But I feel like I'm leaving something out. If I am, it is what it is. But anyway, let me get in here and get this man these little snacks and things. I'm gonna try to make a habit out of, as long as I'm living here, I'm gonna try to make a habit out of coming by here to drop off snacks and things to this man, because he's really, really sweet. Really, 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 really sweet. All right, y'all, I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna go to the store and go buy something random so I can take some money out, because anyway, I gotta give some people some money at work. Just know they're really sweet. I gotta give them some money. All right, y'all. Then I gotta go to, wait a minute. After I'm done with that, hopefully I will remember to do that, because I turned my alarm off. I'm gonna go home. I got a Mother's Day and a Father's Day thing I need to put in the care package box that I'm sending to my folks. So I have some things that I have purchased that I'm putting in this big old box. When I tell y'all this box so big, I don't think it's gonna fit in this car if I actually try to assemble the box and put everything in the box in here. So what I'm gonna do is, it's sad, y'all. It's gonna be sad. it already kind of took a lot for me to get the box in the car, unfolded. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think this gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the box, unfold it again, and maneuver it in this car and take it to the post office, the same one where I have my P.O. box at, so that I can then retrieve my items from my locker and assemble the box and send off the stuff. It's just gonna be an early Mother's Day and Father's Day gift for my folks. That's just gonna be one little item. And I mean, I got this last year for both of them when I saw it. So I mean, they getting money and things like that for Mother's Day and Father's Day. But anyway, y'all, pray for me. Today was a heavy day. I don't know what it was. It was so heavy. But I needed the hug. I needed the words of encouragement. Everybody was so sweet, despite the fact that the side heifer exists and was trying to test my gates a little bit. All right, y'all. I hope that y'all have a better week than I have been having. I'm ready to go to sleep and some more. All right, y'all. Take care. I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Listen, y'all. So I just so happened to look. As soon as I ended the video, I looked. I said, wait a minute. Look like he finna get back in his truck and leave back out. So then he just so happened to look over and I waved and then I, held up some chips. So he turned his truck back off and got out, right? So he was like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? This man that went all the way off. He done went all the way off about these chips. I brought him a couple of bags of chips and a bag of popcorn. And so he was like, I can't believe this. How much I owe you? I was like, nothing. He was like, no, you can't do this. What time did you get off? When your next time going to work? You should have went home. You could have been at home by now. And you did all this. That man, he about on the verge of tears, child. He done left back out now. But yeah, he was like, I was a few minutes late. I had to go get gas. I was like, well, I actually was going to wait a few minutes. So everything happened right on time. So it is what it is. So he kept trying to hand me money. I said, no, this is for you. It's not for you to have me money. I'm gonna, and I told him that, he might as well get used to my face. I'm gonna keep on bringing stuff to him whenever I can, because I'm actually late. I can't even go into that, but yeah, I was gonna bring him stuff like last week or week before last, but yeah, some stuff happened and it ended up not happening. So I said, oh, let me go ahead and bring this stuff over to him. I consistently think of it. Oh, the other thing I was gonna tell y'all was, so the person that is going to be in there doing our schedules when I go in tomorrow, she was there today, but with somebody else. And so she was like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I saw you. She was like, I've been thinking about you. I was like, huh? So then she proceeds to tell me that she had a dream, like literally, specifically about me. And she's one of the people I'm supposed to start going walking with, right? So I was like, are you serious? She was like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's bad. We really need to go. I said, well, I mean, it's definitely a sign, because one of those days when it was raining really, really bad and it was cold, I'm talking about the wind was whipping and doing the most. I was about to go walking in, knowing good and well the weather is terrible. Even though I was going to be inside, like, I shouldn't have even tried to even have my mind to say, oh, well, I'm going to go and drive to this area, this indoor area to exercise. Like, it was not a safe type of a day to be even trying to chance that. But yeah, so we've exchanged numbers and all that stuff, but we do need to get together, and hopefully before the end of this month we will start walking and things. So I knew it was something else I wanted to tell y'all, and that I don't even know how that came about, but I remembered. But all right, I'm going for it this time. Bye, y'all.